Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to day two, I suppose.
First port day, but day two officially.
And we are in the port of
Salerno,
which I think probably gets overshadowed quite a bit by its Amalfi neighbours. But we are told that people that come to Salerno often find it's one of the nicest cities to visit along the Italian coast. So we are very much looking forward to seeing what it's like. Join us there. Heading into Salerno Old Town was pretty straightforward. You head out of the cruise terminal, turn right, and you just walk down a really lovely waterfront. Don't forget to turn round though as you're walking along there, because you get a great view of the ship, just like we did. Here's the Enchanted Princess. Now we were heading to the cathedral because that's the centre of the old town, but it didn't take us long to get lost. So fortunately enough, we found this map. Actually, bit of a tip for you: when you get to the map, turn left, walk up the cobbled streets, and you're at the cathedral. And this is Salerno Cathedral, built in the 11th century and dedicated to St Matthew, whose remains are believed to rest in the crypt below, making it an actual place of pilgrimage. Genuinely one of southern Italy's most beautiful churches, and definitely worth a visit. The reason we wanted to go into Salerno Old Town rather than go off on a day trip was because it's one of those places where it is just best to wander. Loads of narrow cobbled streets, and they haven't changed for centuries, or so I'm told. Obviously I wasn't there when they were originally laid, but almost every corner that you go around you'll find little cafes, churches, hidden courtyards and independent shops, which we did stop, and we bought a little watch, a picture of that here. It gets really relaxed as well, and it's a lovely place to walk, and it's an alternative to Amalfi, but it's got just as much character. Hello, so that's it, end of day two. Good day.
Busy day, really busy day. We've done lots today, haven't we?
Super busy. Started the day in the Amalfi again. Something interesting though, they said in the breakfast restaurant, not a lot of people know that you can have breakfast in the Amalfi, and you can book it or you can just walk in. So actually it was really quiet, and the breakfast in there was so
lovely,
good.
yeah. So we had an early dinner booked, didn't we? So dinner again in Amalfi, but we booked for a 5:30 dinner because we wanted to get to the theatre for 7:30 and then had other things planned after that as well, didn't we?
It's really unusual for us to have a 5:30.
We're normally quite late eaters, even at home we're late eaters. So yeah, that was strange, but actually we enjoyed it.
Actually really nice. Probably do that again. Again, the food was just, it's amazing. Honestly, the food on this ship is lovely. Really lovely when compared to other cruises.
Yeah, and I think it's different things, isn't it, as well? So that helps, a bit of variety.
Yeah. We had to have an early dinner because we went to see a Whitney show, who was just amazing. But newsflash, we have a newsflash.
Because of our early dinner, we thought we'd just have a little nosy at the buffet. Buffet was closed, so it closes at 10 o'clock. There are some other options available, so I think the pizza place by the pool is open until 11 or 11:30. Yeah. But the only 24-hour offerings are the International Cafe, which is sandwiches and cakes really, or room service. So we've ordered some kids' meals on the room service.
Children's quesadilla.
and children's chicken fingers.
Children's chicken fingers. And that's coming to the room.
But it's at 12:10.
So
still hasn't arrived, so it's going to be really late.
It's likely they'll be sat outside the door tomorrow morning. But it doesn't matter that it's late because it's a sea day tomorrow. So a bit of a lie-in, I hope. Formal night tomorrow, although as we've said, we haven't got any formal togs with us. Yeah, until then, see you later. Morning everyone. Today we are in Kusadasi, which is a small tourist town on the coast of Turkey. Not going to do a lot today. Carly is still poorly, bless her, so she's going to stay in the cabin. I'm going to go and take a wander down the seafront, maybe go down to Pigeon Island, and then I'm hoping to circle back and go to the bazaar just to see what that's like. I'm told to expect lots of haggling, and I like a bit of a haggle. I've also been told to get a haircut. I don't think I need it. We'll see. So next time you see me, I will be out in Kusadasi. Hello and welcome to Kusadasi, which is our port for the day. Carl is still not very well today, so she's not joining us. Kusadasi is it's a seaside town in Turkey, and there are things that you could have gone to see. There's Ephesus, which I think I've pronounced correctly, which is a tour, but it's really warm today, so I thought to ourselves we would just have a wander around the town, which is just as well, because with Carly being poorly, I don't think she'd have been able to make it. So you can see the ships behind me. There's 3 in today. We're the furthest one away, and then I'm going to have a wander down the promenade, and just behind me I think you can see Pigeon Island, and Pigeon Island is a fortress. I'm going to go there because apparently you've got some really nice 360 views of the whole of the bay, so that'll be nice to see. And then maybe pop down to the bazaar and see what they're trying to haggle out of me today. To be fair, you have to walk through quite a big sort of mini bazaar when you come off the ship, which I found really difficult to get out of. You go up sort of various different alleyways as you're trying to get out of the port. You have to go to a restaurant and then turn left at the restaurant and then right, and then you end up out on the street. So that wasn't easy. I'm kind of not looking forward to going back, so I don't know if I'm going to find that very easy to do. We shall see. So I've walked along the waterfront and come across to Pigeon Island, to the fortress there. It's on a tiny little island, not very far from the land, probably about a 2-minute walk from the waterfront. €10 to get in, and it's really nice, really well preserved. Lots of steps, all pretty even. There are some cobbles, so you've definitely got to watch your foot in, but certainly for me it was fine, and I'm pretty clumsy when it comes to walking. There's the normal sort of things you might find in Turkey. Certainly there's a chap walking around with a parrot trying to get you to have your photograph taken with him, which obviously I would never condone, but each to their own, I suppose. There's a inside museum inside the fortress, which you can go on in and have a look at the history of the fort, which is quite nice. It's also really cool in there. The other thing I'd say is there's loads of shade. There's shade everywhere. I'm sat on a little stone wall at the moment. Loads of shade. It's really warm outside, but if you are getting a bit warm and you just need to cool down a little, there's plenty of opportunities to do that. On to the bazaar now then. The bazaar in Kusadasi was exactly what I'd expected it to be, packed full of shops selling what even they call genuine fakes. Watches, handbags, football shirts, and just about every designer brand you can think of, although I don't think any of them are actually real. Haggling was also part of the experience, so whatever price you're quoted to start with, please don't make that be the price that you pay. As instructed, I stopped for a haircut, but before I knew it, they were lathering my face up for a traditional Turkish shave, and at that point I couldn't really say no, and the price did double. Finding my way back to the ship was the adventure that I'd expected it to be as well. I used this arch as my landmark, found a tiny sign in the corner pointing towards the port, navigated my way through all the maze of shops, and somehow made it back to the ship without getting completely lost. And that's it for this time. Thanks for joining us on our adventures in Salerno and Kusadasi. Join us next time as we go running for gold on our Princess excursion to Olympia.